this afternoon, private legal practitioner Thaddeus Sory is accusing the Ghana Bar Association of partisanship and is backing calls by the Attorney General for urgent reforms in the association's operations. He says the bar has lost its neutrality and moral authority, a development he wants threatens the credibility of Ghana's justice system. Thaddeus Sory, who has been vocal about developments within the legal fraternity, insists restoring confidence in the bar requires sweeping institutional reforms and stronger accountability structured. His comments come as the Attorney General renews calls for internal restructuring within the association to make it more transparent and representative of the wider legal community.
You know, sitting here, you can't point at one breach. All you do is to say there's a breach. The process and due process, and that's all they say. Say, according to the rule, you should pass through these processes. A, B, C, D. A was missed, C was not applied, D didn't even exist. You can't point at one. And all you are doing is doing cases in the media where you shouldn't be doing your case. That's all I was telling them, that look, clearly you have no case. You even went, you've taken other people to court before. I mean, on similar instances. Why are you doing this one in the media? And as a member of the bar, I owe it a duty to that bar and myself to tell them that, with all due respect, I didn't expect that to come from the bar. A layman from that I come from the same village with, I said that sometimes when the bar speaks, even laymen don't understand what they are saying because they can read it in black and white.
Now, the outspoken lawyer is making fresh claims, this time against the former Chief Justice, Gertrude Torkornoo. He alleges that the former Chief Justice attempted to influence proceedings and suppress testimony during the committee hearings that led to her removal from office. Act, he says, undermined the integrity of Ghana's judicial system. Sory is now calling for a deeper probe into the circumstances surrounding the Chief Justice's removal and a broader inquiry into the conduct of Ghana's judicial oversight mechanisms. And he made these remarks on PM Express with Evans Mensah.
Because I thought if a serving Chief Justice should descend that low, she's not just a Chief Justice, she's a lawyer of so many years' experience. She served on the bench for over 20 years. She should not be the one setting that bad example. And I had to do that to correct that point. Secondly, she put out there deliberate falsehoods that the public needed to know about. And as a professional, there are two things I owe the public. I mean, I have a duty to the public as a lawyer. There are fourfold duties of a lawyer. One of them includes serving the public. If I realize that a lawyer, serving Chief Justice at the time, and a judge of so many years' experience, has gone out to mislead the public, I owe it as a duty to the public to let them know exactly what the truth is. And so 30 minutes right afterwards, on my Facebook wall, I corrected every falsehood that she put out there to the public, both in law and in fact. So that is why I did that. And under that situation, in that situation, I had to weigh between my duty to the public and my ethical commitments to the profession to uphold the general rule of practice that we do not comment on cases that are before or that we are conducting or that are pending. So that's why I did it. I actually commented on that occasion. I violated the rule, but in another context, I didn't, because I also owed the public the responsibility to ensure that they knew exactly what was going on.